everybody, Graham Bell here in the Golf Performance Lab. I'm here today to talk to you about fitting. Somebody asked me the other day, why do I charge for fitting? Very good question. Thought I'd outline what we do compared to what the others do. A standard fitting that you might think of would be going to the range or going to a lab, hitting some demo clubs and getting a spec recommended to you, ordering clubs, getting the clubs and then going away with the clubs, and that's it. We don't do that. We do it in I would say a more complete way with lots of steps. So step number one, we send you a pre-fitting questionnaire so you can tell us about your golf game, where you play, the turf you play off of, your ball flight, normally what you want to do with that ball flight, your ambitions and what you want to take from the fitting. So that cuts out time that we have to dig for information during the fitting. That's step one. Step two, we're going to measure all your current equipment. Why is that important? Well, because a lot of the time you'll be playing with equipment that isn't the spec that you think it is. There's a long story to that, but we want to make sure that we know what we're dealing with and we measure all your specs. Number three, we utilize our calibrated matrix of shafts and club heads. Why do I pay special attention to the word calibrated there? Well, manufacturers send out demo packs to pro shops, ranges, outlets, whatever, and they don't check what they are meant to be. Yes, it's true, it happens a lot, and we measure the lofts, lies, lengths, weights, everything of the clubs, so we know that our stuff is there and we know what it is basically. Okay, so we do the fitting, we get all your specs, so that's number three. Number four, we measure the clubs you've been fitted to again. Why do we do that? Well, basically we want to triple secure the fact that the club is the right spec. Sometimes it will move if it's a forged club, for example. So we want to make sure that you are hitting the ball the best with the exact spec that that club was. So that is number four. Is that it? No. Number five, the clubs come in from the manufacturer. And guess what we do? We measure them. Why do we measure them? Because sometimes they are not very good at it. Simple as that. Number six, the customer gets the clubs. That's it, right? No, that's not even it. No. Number seven, the customer gains valuable time on the range, on course, just exploring the clubs, getting used to the clubs. Is that it? No. Number eight, we invite the player to come back in to refit. Now, you might be thinking, why would you do that? Well, with different clubs, players kind of sometimes, not always, but sometimes they might start to swing slightly differently with a different weight of club, a different looking club. Sometimes it's psychological, but we will go through each club independently and see if we need to change the lie angle of each club independently. Not every player on the tour will have 2 degrees flat throughout the set, for example. They might have a certain part of the bag flatter than the other, and we go through that, analysing your ball flight. And is that it? Is that it? No. Number nine, we encourage the player to keep dialogue with us throughout the lifetime of their clubs. We have all the club technology in here to adjust clubs and to make sure they're right for you. We are your tour van, so we go through the same sort of steps that a tour van will go through. A player is not just going to get a set of clubs and that's going to be it. But in many cases, that's been it for your fitting. Our fitting is a detailed, step-by-step procedure, and no one is the same. I have to really, really emphasize that. Nobody is the same. But you rely on manufacturers to get it right. We rely on us to get it right. So, hopefully you understand the process that we go through, and hopefully now you would understand why we would charge for this. What also helps by charging, we feel no pressure at all to sell golf clubs. Every business will have to make a living. We know that. Nobody does anything for free. So if you're going to get free fitting, you're probably going to get sold something at the end of the day. We believe in making your golf better by going through every single step correctly, measuring more than once to make sure that your golf game is going to improve with new clubs. Or are your golf clubs just perfect? Or do they need tweaked? Come and see us at the Golf Performance Lab, where your golf is our priority and we are your tour van. Thank you.